get the bait. Ain't no need to lag, ain't no need to lag. Yeah, gotta chase the bait, gotta chase the bait. Ain't no need to lag.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? And welcome to Lunchtime in the Lab, #1 gambling podcast for quick picks. Go ahead and let me know you're here. Say hi in the comments. 30 minutes later than usual. That means, the show, the audio side of things in general is going to be, later than normal too. Thursdays, Fridays, wife works from home, working on the new job. She had some training she had to do this morning. She ends up taking up my space. And the training always seems to be right when I'm trying to, do the show here. So 30 minutes later isn't too bad, although, the games do start pretty early today. But nothing on the early game at 12:30. So we are good there. We only, we're on like the, let's see what time, 1 o'clock, 1:11, 1:30. It's crazy. I mean, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's only 6 games on today. And, 5 of them are before, 2:30. That's pretty wild. And then we got the late game, Guardians and Astros, which I think could be a pretty good game, to be honest. But all right, here we go. Thanks so much for joining. Like I said, people that continue to share and, showing up and talking to me and everything like that. Show definitely much better when we have the interaction and everything. I hit 750 subscribers yesterday, so that's another plus there. Really shooting to hit 1,000, and then once I hit 1,000, hopefully we have just more and more listeners and everything. So shooting to trying to get to 1,000. I'd love to do a giveaway when we get there. So tell your friends, continue to retweet, continue to share, continue to just interact, like the video, subscribe if you're watching and you haven't hit the subscribe button yet. When I hit 1,000, I'm wanting to do a giveaway. When I get closer to that, I keep mentioning it. I don't know how much. I don't know. I need to start winning some bets and save some money up for it or something like that. But just to show some appreciation, and I'll remember those people who've been here from the beginning or whatever for sure though too. But all right, here we go. I will say too, I went ahead. If you want to get in on it, I got some probably Discord and non-Discord people watching. I went ahead and ran the no-run first inning for the first game. So we will be sweating that in about 9 minutes when it starts. So you'll have to excuse me if I am kind of paying attention to that a little bit. It's a love-hate relationship with no-run first inning. Hopefully I'm not freezing right now. Let me pull this up real fast and look at my thing. The little internet thing popped up. Okay. It looks all right on my side. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. It looks like I kind of got weird. I noticed it. I think it's because my wife works from home and she's got all her stuff going and my son's watching a movie and stuff like that. Yeah, I love a good 6 out. But hey, I've been doing pretty good. I think we're 2-0 in the last couple days. Had one last night. We've been hitting on the last couple nights, although the game tonight definitely won't be one. There it goes again, showing that I got my connection's unstable. I don't know why. Hopefully it's not so bad. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I do like Tucker for a hit today. If you follow me on Twitter at LiveJoeBets, we're doing a 10K challenge, me and Jay Bookie. Tucker is one of the I was lagging. All right, maybe the internet's being goofy, so let's go ahead and hop in and get through this. When I looked Marcus, it kind of looked like it was. But all right, let's get through it though, just in case. Yeah, see, and it popped up again. But if you said it's not laggy, then I guess we'll take it. I don't know why it's doing that. Like I said, it's got to be probably because my wife's home. Because yeah, it says connection unstable. If you're on Wi-Fi, try plugging in or going close to a router. So the last time I had this happen though, it was so bad I had to restart my computer and restart the stream. So I don't know. But anyway, today's Thursday, 5-2. Before we get into today's plays, as usual, let's take a look back and see what we did yesterday. Phillies team total over 4.5. That did not hit. Frustrating. Yeah. And then there it goes again. Right now, it popped up again. So, I mean, whatever. Those that are watching live, those that are watching on recorded version, I apologize. Let me actually just close. I doubt it matters. Let me close Discord. Let me close Twitter. Let me close DraftKings. I only have a couple tabs open here. Shoot, let me turn my phone off Wi-Fi. Let's do that. That's all I can do right now. But that's good. And because the one time that this happened, like it was so bad that like literally nobody could hear anything, and like so I'm like self-conscious about it because I don't want to waste my time either. But anyway, there it goes again. The little button, little bar keeps popping up for me. Phillies team total over 4.5. Unfortunately, that missed. They only scored 2 runs. They did get the win. They a ton of missed opportunities. Also, like I don't remember who if it was Stott or who somebody was kept getting robbed at center field of a home run. Dude should have hit 2 home runs realistically. Like I said, in 11 straight wins, they had covered this team total. And unfortunately, this win here, they did not cover. But if you're in the Discord, we ran the Twins and the Phillies money line together. So happy that they won. Of course, we just would have hoped that they would have had more runs, obviously. Second play, Cubs money line. Took that on the early up promo. Man, never even had a chance for the early up. It was a 1-0 game. Crazy, man. Crazy game. And then, of course, it comes down to just bullpens and closers just suck this year, but Happ had a hell of a throw from left field throughout Pete Alonso. I even said it in my head. I'm like, man, a fly out, they might be able to get Alonso at home because the dude's obviously not that fast. So we got lucky there for sure. Reds Padres over 8. We pushed on that one, so no harm, no foul. Should have cashed though, man, with these two teams. Reds are a little broken right now, it seems. Machado had a home run, like legit robbed. Like whoever the center fielder was, like, hit, back kind of like bounced over, the back or whatever. So it was a 3-run home run that he stole in the bottom of the first. I mean, it should have been 4 runs in the first. And then we had that grand slam by Cronenworth. I mean, that was huge, obviously. That bet was kind of dead. So we go 1-1-1. So realistically, it's like the day never happened. So we're cool with it. We're still riding our 2 days in a row now. We're trying to get third profitable day here. Trent grabbed the over 7.5. Yeah, man. I wish I did, but I'm okay with a push, though. I'll certainly take a push. That's okay. No run first inning for the Cubs and Mets. Yeah, I thought the Cubs would honestly score more. And then TJ, if you just hopped in, I ran the no run first inning on this first game that starts here in a few minutes. Do not feel good about the no run first inning in the Cubs and Mets today, though. I think Cubs get to them. So anyhow, without further ado, let's get going, guys. It's 12:07. We got a game starting in literally 4 minutes. We have another game starting in 30 minutes. So we got to get going. Get this out on the audio. Those of you listening on the audio, like I say before, like I apologize. You guys are probably missing these. Honestly, I'm getting very close to just stopping on the audio. I'm kind of getting tired of having to like record the podcast and post it separately and everything like that. The views are certainly down on audio because we're focusing more on video. So if you do primarily listen to audio and you're on Spotify or Google or whatever, like honestly, if I just had 1 or 2 people reach out and say, hey, yeah, like I listen to it every day on Spotify, do that for me. Please reach out at Live Joe Bets on Twitter. Come over to YouTube here and just in the comments, at Lunchtime in the Lab on one of the videos, any video, I'll see it. Somebody let me know that you're listening to it, because if not, like we're nearing the end of recording, and just we'll just do the video side of it. Anyway, let's go. Cubs. I got who do I got? I got Happ as my my player of the day after he had that nice throw. So we got him as our back-to-back Cubs. Good. Not listening on Spotify though. What's that, Edric? You mean watching on YouTube, right? But all right, we're going Cubs first 7. First 7 over 2.5. What do you watch it on though? I think Edric. I think hopefully I'm saying that right. YouTube preferably. Anyway, Cubs first 7 team total over 2.5. I know that's goofy, but we're looking at like minus. I got it for minus 130 out in the Discord. It's at minus 135 right now. It was at minus 140, and I was gonna lock it in, and there was line movement. I'm cool with that. I feel like they're just grossly disrespecting the Cubs in this game. Up 2 promo on the Cubs. I gotta look for the up 2 promo, but I think the Cubs is probably a good look. Although Brown's a little scary, to be honest. Anyway, the gut said over 4.5 team total for the Cubs. I'm looking at plus 116 on FanDuel. Don't love it. Would like to have maybe 3.5 because sometimes sometimes they I was reading because sometimes they have been a little cold. They're missing Bellinger, so I mean things are lacking a little bit offensively. But anyway, I went in here. I would have played 2.5 at first 5. We get it 2 extra innings. The play is on Hauser, so I don't feel I need the whole game. I don't feel like we need that extra risk to expect them to get 5. I need 3 in the first 7 innings. I mean, I think this is a deal. I think this is a steal, to be completely honest. Let's see. Like I said, I thought about going full game. If you don't have access to the first 5, first 7, then I would suggest going full game. Like that's fine. 4.5 feels a hair high because the Cubs offense has been a little weak. Hauser, though, 8.37 ERA. He's given up 6, 8, 2, and 5 in his last 4 starts, just getting nailed. This is one of those guys that I made a mental note. Last time he started, when he went against the Cardinals, I told myself, like, man, like I need to watch this guy. And then he just got mashed against the Cardinals. He gave up those 6 runs. And he gave up 6 to the Cardinals in 4.1 innings. And we think we can all agree that the Cubs lineup is better than the Cardinals lineup. I do wish we had Bellinger, like I said. Belly missing sucks. Suzuki missing sucks. This Cubs team is actually doing really well, and they're missing like all their pitchers, man. Smiley and Steele and Kendricks, although Kendricks sucks, missing all these dudes. Suzuki missing Bellinger on offense, and they've still been doing good. The Cubs had some really good chances to score yesterday. They just didn't execute. Hauser walks at a decent rate. He gives a lot of batters a lot of free at bats. So we get runners on, and that's gonna equate to a lot of free runs, in my opinion. The Cubs had a runner on first and second with no outs in the first inning, and they didn't get any runs, and that kind of set the tone of the game, in my opinion. So realistically, we are going to need them to come out. We're going to need them to hit, and we do have some good weather. We do have some good spots here, and I feel pretty good about it. Playing the first 7 here, like I said, because the first 5, over 1.5 is juiced. Like that's a fantastic number. If you don't mind playing minus 160 and taking them to score just 2 runs in 5 innings, I feel really good about that too. But I'm not in the market to be playing these like those stupid odds. Like you see people on Twitter, toting like, hey, like this minus 160 or something, and they're like it hit, and it's just like there's just not a lot of value to that, So that's why we're going first 7. Minus 130, minus 135 currently. It was minus 130 in the Discord when I dropped it originally. We got 2 outs in our no-run first inning already, for those of you that are paying attention. 2 strikeouts, if I'm not mistaken. Knock on wood, right? Didn't jinx it. I forgot to say, I'm going to go get some barbecue after this. There's a place called Lucille's where I live. And the last time that I went, I got these. I always get like their tacos, right? But I mean, like, I kid you not, like these things are a freaking meal. Like they're normal size tacos, but like the one that I got, it's like literally it's got a brat cut up in it, a spicy brat, and then like meat on top of it, and then like avocado and stuff. Like and like and it had like burnt ends in it. Literally so much that you can't eat it as a taco. Like you literally can't fold it unless you want to take out half the meat and then like get your own tortilla and like make a second one or something. Look, I'm literally like drooling down my beard right now. Like I'm excited to go get some barbecue after this. Haven't eaten. I also had a fantastic run yesterday. So we're ready to rock. Second play, Red Sox money line. Sorry, Red Sox money line. This is my suggestion for the early up promo. TJ mentioned riding it on the Cubs. I would feel good about that. However, I feel weird about the Cubs. At the same time, though, if you're playing it as purely off of who's going to go up 2 first, then sure. I feel like the Cubs is the right look. Because I do think they're going to score. I think they jump all over Hauser. So in terms of who's going to score, first or whatever, get up first, I think that's the case. The Red Sox, I think, ultimately win this game. So you kind of want to have that back end like protection or whatever, if that makes sense. The game just locked. Did somebody get a hit? McMahon walked, I think. Anyway, Red Sox money line. But the first thought, though, was the Red Sox team total in some fashion because Harrison has really struggled. But going money line in the early up here just seems right. It's still kind of like the same principle, if that makes sense. Thinking that they're going to score a decent amount of runs, which then, of course, means that they're gonna get up. They have a possibility of getting up, 2 and us cashing out. Of course, they're the home team, so we don't want them to give up any runs early or anything like that. I mean, that would certainly suck. But looking at Harrison, though, if you follow me on Twitter, once again, I recommend certainly that you follow me on Twitter at Live Joe Betts. Please go follow me on Twitter. I've got 22,200 something people that follow me. There's nothing wrong if you don't, you are the one that's wrong if you're not following me. I posted my home run guide. If I'm not mistaken, Harrison had 6 or 5, one of the two. He's either the worst or the second worst pitcher in terms of today that's given up the most home runs. So the dude gets mashed. Cubs hit a lot of home runs. He's got a 4.09 ERA. He did have a good start just recently. I think it went 6 innings and no runs against the Pirates. Pirates are in a bit of a slump, though. This is not the same Pirates team that started the season out. Before that, he had given up 3, 3, 3, and 4 runs in his 4 starts before that. What is that math? That's 13 runs in 4 starts. That's a pretty decent amount. The thing is, though, and he struggled away. And the thing is, he has been pitching at some pretty pitcher-friendly environments. Today he pitches at Boston, who arguably is one of the better hitter environments next to like Coors Field. Coors Field, of course, has the elevation. And the ball just travels better there. The Red Sox field, Fenway, is notorious for good hitting environments. I think we just got out of the inning. I'm watching it on FanDuel, so like I'm not really like truly watching it. There we go, Marcus. I thought so. There we go. 3 more to go, boys. 3 more to go. I was probably more worried about the Rockies side, so hopefully Lambert does his job. But we got the monster in left field. Not worried about it. We got the short porch in right field, though, similar to the Yankees. They picked him off, but good hitting environment. I wish this Red Sox. I keep saying White Sox. I wish this Red Sox lineup had more lefties in it. To be honest, hiccups, guys. I wish they had more lefty bats. They don't. They have Rafael Devers, and they have Jalen. Was it Duran? That's it, though. They're really only going to probably have a lineup that consists of 2 lefties against this righty. When you look at teams against like the Orioles, like they can sometimes deploy like 6 or 7 lefties. So obviously you always want to have that alternate, like a lefty righty matchup is always going to be better. You pick up the ball better. But I think that's okay. I think we were able to jump out to it. The Red Sox have been waking up a little bit. The Giants, I didn't write it down here. The Giants have only scored, I think, 5 runs in their last 3 games. The Red Sox have scored at least 4 in the last like 4 or 5 games. So the Red Sox have been in good form. The Red Sox were close to being banned. Made that Lunchtime in the Lab ban list here. A bit ago. They were close. We were close to banning them. Because offensively they just hadn't been getting it done. But with them at home, and when Kowski, when whatever, I don't have it in front of me. I didn't write down his stats. His last pitch, he I think he's a relief pitcher. He does like an opener / like he goes like 3 innings or something like that. And 2 starts here, he's gone 3 innings back to back, and I don't believe he's given up a run, if I'm not mistaken. So he's put in 3 innings in his last 2 starts, 3 and 3. And he's been able to give a nice little boost to get to a middle reliever and then a late reliever or whatever. He's been looking good. And I just think that it could be enough. I just think it could be enough to get us to, where we need to be in terms of this early up promo. 101 mile per hour line drive to right field. Probably a double, knowing that man. FanDuel's being goofy. I hate it when it's like that. It still says top of the first with a 2-1 count and 2 outs. Who is that? Winkowski? TJ? Damn, he hit a double. Sweating already on the no-run first inning. Dang it. I've never done it before, but like DraftKings has where you can do like sides for the no-run first inning. Like you could do like a particular team to not score any runs, and obviously it's like minus 200, minus 300. But if you put it together with like 2 or 3 or something like that, 2 or 3 different people, it comes out to even money. So I mean, like that's that's an option. Although I've tried to find it before. So like we could have taken like the Rockies no run first inning and then like not have to worry about like the other team. So like that's certainly an option when you have like a dominant pitcher. But I don't know where that's located at in DraftKings. Like I've seen people do it. But that's scary if he's most likely to have a bad day. But regardless, we run it because Harrison's been, like I said, Harrison's been struggling. I feel okay, fading him, and I feel okay, trusting the Red Sox at home in this environment. Darius, sorry, I seen that earlier and I forgot to say something. Those are not on FanDuel, no. So that they're on Fanatics, I think. BetMGM might have it, and DraftKings definitely does. FanDuel is not as good of a book for baseball as some of these others. Your alternative would be taking the Cubs full game team total, which is a hair scary. At 4.5 at plus 118. I would prefer the 3.5. If you wanted to pull that down and play the juice, or even just possibly skip it or add in, like I don't know. To be honest, there's no like obvious money lines today. It's not like the Phillies are playing like whoever, so. Yep. We're in trouble, guys. It's just the way, like I was gonna do a half a unit on this no run first inning, but since I've hit a couple, I was like, whatever, let's do it, and like these games all these first games are always just like snoozers, but you go flying through three, get the first 3 outs like super easy, and then you got a pitcher that just didn't show up. Realistically, if you look at this like Miami offense, they got Luis, and then what was it, De La Cruz, and then Jazz. Like that's not a bad first 3. Realistically, their pitching just sucks. Anyway, I'm gonna get angry. All right, so that's the second play. First play, Cubs first 7, team total over 2.5, and then Red Sox money line. Would recommend the early up promo. That's the way I'm gonna do it on that one. Yeah, need a double play, and then we're fine. Honestly, a strikeout and a double play would be ideal. But the dude can't throw. He just literally has thrown like 2 strikes this whole time so far. I hate watching on FanDuel. All right. Anyway, getting into the third play. Before we do that, as usual, guys, hop into. I'm gonna do it actually. I'm gonna risk my internet being goofy. Make sure you like the video for me, please. I'm getting in there and I'm liking it myself. Like I always say, I don't know if it for me or not. I've got just 5 likes. So do me a favor, hit the like button for me every time you're in here, please, every day. And hit the subscribe button for me too. Like we said, we're pushing 1,000. Got 750. We are 3/4 of the way there. Hopefully sooner than later. Anyway, I should just stop paying attention. Let's just turn it off. Let's just okay. Third play. I like the Guardians and the Astros over 9. I was gonna make sure it's still there. Let me see what it is on DraftKings. I wouldn't mind an 8.5 because 9 is a little hard to push. That's the thing. Like even numbers, I feel like are easier to push on. And then odd numbers though. Yeah, it's 9 on DraftKings too, which is fine. But at the same time, you could have like a 4-4 game and you're guaranteed to push, so like there's like, goods and bads about, everything or whatever. But this game just screams over. I feel like there's only one way to play it, and it's to play the over. Last night this was actually at over 9.5, and like I was like pretty interested in it, and it actually like came back down. The only way, like I said, is to play the over. Ain't nobody taking it under here. I thought about taking the first 5, and I got a note about that in a second. So he hit the ball, guys. He hit the ball. He hit it out into the outfield. You hate watching it on FanDuel because it's like you're not even really paying attention. I could have actually probably figured out. Yep, they scored. That's crazy. It's the Marlins, man. Like the Marlins are what? Are they like 6-24? Or not? Probably not that bad, but whatever. We move on. That's frustrating. I was gonna do a half a unit on this one too, just because like that. I mean that is a perfect example of just how like volatile like the no run first inning is. Like it's the Marlins. You know what I'm saying? Like the Marlins suck. But I'm telling you, that first four for the Marlins isn't that bad. I should have went with my gut, but I got greedy, and now we got everybody's probably like rioting in the Discord. But we'll get it back. Anyhow, Guardians Astros over 9. Logan Allen going for Cleveland, 5.46. Trent, I liked the no run first inning for that game as well, but definitely not going to touch it because Bradish and Rodon going. Logan Allen, 5.46. He's been getting killed. Really only having one good outing, 4-3, 4 and 5 runs given up in his last 4 starts. So I mean, what is that? That's like 16 runs in his last 4. So he's averaging 4, 4 runs given up, per start. Arrighetti, if that's how you say it, 10.97 ERA for the Astros. Faded him against the Cubs, and it worked out. So we were on him last time, fading him. 4, 2 and 7 runs given up in his 3 starts. So I mean, the dude has just been getting mashed realistically. He's averaging about 3 runs or so, an outing given up. Houston has the 7th worst bullpen in the league when looking at, ERA. Cleveland actually has the best bullpen ERA. So we're going to definitely want to hope that, Houston can get into Allen, a little faster than I guess that, the Guardians can get into Houston. But, for that reasoning or whatever, I had thought about doing the first 5. But when you look at the first 5, you're seeing it at 5.5 at plus money. So we need to have 6 runs to cash in the first 5, but the total itself is at 9. I just feel like that doesn't quite make sense to me. I mean, we need just 3 runs to cash the full thing versus, it just seems like that first 5 is too high realistically. They want us to have 6 and 5, but only 3 more runs in the last 4 would have us cash. So, I mean, I'm cool with taking the full game realistically. We seen, in the first game, I think we were on this in the podcast. I was on the Discord too. The first game was over 8. Each team themselves scored 8 runs, like crazy. Is that going to happen? Is each team going to score 9 runs this time out? No, I don't think so. I mean, there was like an explosion of runs. And then the second game, you had 2 better pitchers going against each other. And then it was I think there was only 3 or 4, total runs scored in that game, And then now we turn around, about a bit of a, a zigzag theory type thing or whatever to go with the Guardians, the Astros over 9. They scored twice in the first inning. That's crazy. Pretty sure Chief was on the Marlins. Should have known. I think he had a -1.5. So to recap, though, here for Lunchtime in the Lab on May 2nd, we're going to go with the Cubs first 7 team total over 2.5. Red Sox money line and Guardians Astros over 9. I'm going to go ahead and close it out for the audio side here. I don't know if we want to do a home run lotto or not, or chat about anything else. I didn't really have anything overly picked out for home run lotto. But let's see. Make sure you follow me on social media at Live Joe Bets. Thanks for listening. And like I said, if you are listening solely on Spotify or any of these just audio-based things, please do me a favor and reach out and let me know that that's the case, because I'm getting close to wanting to stop recording. A, it costs me money. B, it's extra work. C, you guys are literally probably not even going to hear this before the game starts today. As another issue. Anyhow, I'll see you guys back tomorrow. Let me know if you're listening, please, and we'll see you back tomorrow for another episode. Okay, guys, dang it, that no run first inning. Bummer. Like, if you really think about it, though, like I said, like the Marlins have a pretty good lineup. I want to look the lineup up. Let's look the lineup up. What was that? Luis Ariz? I don't know how to say his name. Luis Ariz, Brian De La Cruz, Jazz Chisholm, Josh Bell. I mean, that first 4 is pretty solid. Josh Bell was like super good for, what was it, the Nationals, a year ago or so. Jesus Sanchez, I mean, whatever. Tim Anderson, though, I mean, used to be super solid for the White Sox. Dude like fell off like crazy. But yeah, unfortunately, if y'all were riding on no run first inning with me, I missed it. We lost that bad boy. I apologize. You hate starting the day down a unit, man. So frustrating. I got a couple plays in there to, kind of get us right. But, now we need to get one win to, get us back to even and, whatever. Story of my freaking life, it seems like recently. So I feel like I've learned just now, if you think about it, the last two no-run first innings that I did in the Discord, we did the Diamondbacks and Dodgers on one just recently. Then we did another one, and then both of them, I mean, hit pretty effortlessly. Those are all late games after, like, honestly, like the day was over and I didn't really have anything else, but I hopped on a no-run first inning. And I think in both of those situations, I was already up for the day. So I kind of had a little bit, to spare. Yesterday I was up 0.6 at the end of the day, and it's like I threw half a unit on it, got me over a full unit. If I would have lost, then I would have broke even for the day. So I think a no run first inning, because there's such a volatile bet, I feel like it's a better. I mean, some people do just this, and like hats off. But if you looked, like Cabrera and Lambert, both perfect to no run first inning. Unfortunately. Lambert and Cabrera this year, both of them have not had a run in the first inning, happened today, unfortunately. So 100%, hit rate to the no run first inning on both of those guys. They actually had a streak going into last year, like pretty heavy. So I feel like if you're in the Discord, I've learned something and I want to play the night ones so I don't start out negative. Gotta adapt. Does anybody have a home run person that hit a home run today that they feel like really good about? If not, like I said, I didn't really bring anything to the table today. I do like Kyle Tucker. If you're following me on Twitter at Live Joe Bets, we're doing a 10K challenge. So check me out there. I got a two guys to get a hit. Yeah, no run first inning is literally 50-50. It's just there's nothing else like it. It's the same as like people just, man, I tell you, people eat that shit up though. People love no run first innings because they want that instant gratification. They want to be able to bet and not have to wait the whole time. I feel like it's similar to like the 3x2 and like NBA, like the 2 threes within 3 minutes. People like those bets a lot. There's a lot. I mean, there's some pretty big like Twitter accounts that are no run first inning type accounts. That I'm sure they have some success with it. I mean, shoot, honestly, and like we could probably what was there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You could probably take the under on every single game, and you end up going. You could go 3 for 3. That's how like 50-50 it is. It's just really like just how it is. So there's just not. It's just such a. It is just a really difficult bet to have. Because literally, I mean, someone's throwing a ball 90 to 100 miles an hour, and someone's trying to hit it. Like that you could miss and leave it across the middle, home run. Single bat or a leadoff double, and then a walk, and then you're in trouble. So you never know how someone's going to start. Out in their first 10 pitches, and that that leads it. Then if you have like a fantastic matchup between two pitchers, then no run first inning is going to be minus 150 or higher. I've seen it, crazy stuff like that. I was doing like builders where I did like no run first inning under 1.5, and then a lot, but then even then that would have missed. So not going to dwell on it. Obviously, it's a little frustrating to start the day down a unit. I mean, that's nobody likes to do that. So now we're playing from behind. Just got to act like you've been here before. Anyway, though, I like Kyle Tucker. That's the only guy that I had, kind of looking home run wise. What the hell is that noise on my computer? So I don't know. If y'all don't have a suggestion or anything, we'll probably just hop out of this, keep it short. Like I'm literally starving, and I kind of want to just Google this barbecue place. Call in my carry out and go get it. Drive with the top down, tan my head up a little bit. Pretty nice outside with the Jeep. I feel like on just such a small slate, it's just not. I don't feel great. I mean, with like quickly looking, Tucker, Adolis Garcia, just those obvious people. JD Martinez almost got himself a home run the other day. We talked about JD Martinez the other day. That's funny. When people try to say Jort, they put Joey on accident, Randy, which is fine. That's what my mom calls me. But all right, we're gonna get out of here. I'm gonna get some food. Appreciate you guys for joining. If you're in the Discord, sorry for the L. I think that's the first time I've ever had a live loss. The kick gets the blood going though, huh? I appreciate you guys though. We'll be back. Honestly, I don't even know. I don't know what time tomorrow. Like I said, she's worked from home and she's still doing some training. And these trainings are it was 9 to 12 today. And it always seems to get done on time, but I would hate to say it's 11:30 and then it turns around and it ends up being something else, So it may be a 12 o'clock show again tomorrow, just because my wife's home and she's going to be in my space. But follow me on Twitter at LiveJoeBets and you will know. I'll update you. But anyway, recap again real fast. Cubs first, 7 team total over 2.5. Reds money line is how we're going to go today. Both of those games start 111 and 136, so within the hour, which I feel great about too. I mean, I'm thinking quick cashes because we got the early up promo on the Red Sox. I'm thinking Cubs score 3 within the first 4 innings. And I'm thinking Red Sox hop out to an early lead and boom. I'm going to be up 2 units. We sacrificed that no-run first inning. I'm up. We're up a unit, and then we're moving on, and we're feeling good. And then we got a unit to mess around with on the Astros Guardians game. So appreciate you guys. I'm going to get out of here. Give me some food, and I'll see you guys back tomorrow.